I'm A.B. Short. I'm the CEO and co-founder of MedShare. Not long after the earthquake happened in Haiti, we were approached by a nonprofit group up in Tennessee, International Medical Assistance, asking if we could help get some emergency medical supplies into Haiti. They had a long history of working at a hospital on the border of the Dominican Republic and Haiti. There are two hospitals in M&E. There's a public hospital, and then there's Good Samaritan Hospital, which is the one eventually we set up our operations at. The first hospital we go to is a public hospital. Literally, as we drove up, pickup trucks were driving up to this hospital and patients were being offloaded out of the back of the pickup. We were able to walk through this public hospital, and literally every square inch of the hospital had patients laying on the floor, laying on mats, laying on gurneys. And they were doing the best they could to meet the needs of this large number of Haitians that were coming seeking medical services. The intensity of the space at Good Samaritan Hospital is what hits you, I think. Everyone is trying to react as quickly and as compassionately as they can to the injuries that are literally flowing in the door. One of the difficult things in this situation is because the injuries are so many days old and no one has been able to treat these patients, there's a higher percentage of amputations than you would normally see. It was Sunday that we received a call that there were some patients that needed transport to Good Samaritan. The patients that we were supposed to pick up at that facility, at the airport, were not there, and we were told to go to a different area of town, and that's when you see the footage of us driving to the rubble of the area, and then we come upon the woman who was on the ground, obviously very disoriented, had been living in the rubble on the street since the earthquake, and this would be, 5 days or longer. The medical staff immediately got out and checked her vital signs and realized that she wasn't in danger of dying at that point, but she definitely needed attention, so we got the stretcher and loaded her into one of the emergency vehicles. The facilities at the Good Samaritan Hospital were beginning to overflow, and so they reached out to the community and said, is there another nearby building that we might use for post-op? And we found a church that donated their space. It was a very simple church. We'd get the medical staff, some of the surgeons, to come over to the post-op area at the church to evaluate. I think one time we needed 5 patients to be evaluated, and they evaluated the 5 patients and said, hey, these are serious enough to go back into surgery. So we had that issue of bringing people back over to the hospital to have surgery. I found that my emotions as I was leaving were all right under the surface. It's beautiful. I told the story about the Haitians singing to my wife and to some of the staff here, and all of a sudden I broke down and started crying. And I think you don't experience this kind of disaster and all the complexity of the emotions and feelings that it impacts you in ways that I think it's going to take a while for me to process it. We played an important role of saving some lives, but it's not done.